for many of our clients, you are IBM. You represent IBM. I know some of you are very passionate about your commitment to the IBM portfolio, delivering solutions that incorporate IBM technology and take great pride in the things you're able to bring together by leveraging the technologies that we provide and the collaboration that so many of you engage with us on in dealing with clients. We live in a time of unbelievable explosion around technology. These are always fun sparklers or statistics, and think about the number of mobile devices, all of the activity that's taking place out there, the billions of emails. I'm sure a few of you woke up this morning with a few billion emails sitting on your systems. All the transactional shifts that are happening, particularly in the consumer spaces, as people become more self-directed, if you will, the enablement of the digital experience, the ability to research and find things, become the informed consumer, and buy online. What's happening around Internet of Things, incredible explosion over the next decade. We really think we're going to see a huge acceleration in the Internet of Things related projects and enablement. Obviously, all the internet traffic, the social networking, the unique interaction patterns that are taking place. All of this is change that represents incredible opportunity for all of us, because the customers that we deal with are anxious for help and assistance in putting the technology to work in productive ways for their businesses. These opportunities spread across a whole range of technologies. As Mark told you, we're going to talk about all of these in the course of the session. Security, social, big data analytics, mobile, all of these will be discussed. And we want to engage with you around these opportunities because we learn from you, you learn from us, and we all learn from our clients. And bringing the portfolio that we have to market together is one of the most powerful things that we can do for our businesses and obviously for our customers. We're living in a world where we all feel an incredible acceleration taking place. And as people involved with technology, I think we sort of understand that there's this phenomenon that technology builds on itself. That the things that preceded tend to establish a base on top of which new innovations are created. And the rate and pace of innovation keeps accelerating and accelerating and accelerating. And given the ever-lowering cost of computing, the lowering cost of telecommunications, of storing data, mobile bandwidth, there are all kinds of things that can happen today, interactions, relationships, digital connections that would have been non-economical 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but have now come into focus. And it makes for an exciting time, but also a cluttered time. And with so many choices and so many possibilities, the clients that we all deal with are looking for help, guidance, and assistance on how to think about the things that they need to do to power their businesses going forward. Where's the next best use of their IT investment? How is information technology going to transform and change their business? What's going to make them more competitive in the markets that they're serving? This sort of three-circle diagram is something that we've been using now for a while, and others in the tech industry have sort of picked up on some of these ideas. But this is a very simplified way to bring just a little bit of order and structure to the nature of the kinds of systems environments that the businesses we serve are dealing with. And all of us understand this idea of systems of record. It is what information technology has been used for decades and decades to automate business process flow, transaction processing, all the things that IT does that powers the world's infrastructure. Things that we frankly take for granted every day. We don't think much about the IT systems that are touched when we take money out of the bank or we ship a package somewhere, make a reservation. And yet the IT infrastructure around these systems of record is absolutely critical for the convenience associated with all the things we do in the world. On the far right-hand side are systems of engagement. And certainly businesses have for a very long time been building systems that are focused on engagement, whether they're engaging with business partners or engaging with their employees, and of course, engaging with their customers, engaging with consumers. And there are lots and lots of these things. We all surf the World Wide Web. That web browser experience is all about engagement. And it carries us to any place around the globe where some piece of information or some system that offers a product or service is accessible to us. And it's a form of, if you will, outbound outreach engagement. Systems of engagement are where huge amounts of money are being invested today as businesses struggle to figure out how am I better serve my customer? How can I enhance the digital experience? Can I point them to the kinds of products and services that they're looking for? You know, can I help guide them and direct them? And can I come up with creative ways in which potentially to open up new markets for myself, to attack new opportunities? And all kinds of everyday activities are being affected by the high bandwidth mobility, social and analytic infrastructure that's been created around this idea of a system of engagement. And one of my favorite examples, because I use it all the time, is Uber. You know, and probably not too many here in the room, if you've been approached by somebody who said they had an interesting way to change the taxi business in a city like New York, you know, would have thought that that was going to be an easy business model to implement. You know, and yet as an Uber user, you know, you understand that you have this ability to connect up with somebody who's going to drive you. You know who they are, what they look like, the car they're driving, when they're going to be arriving. And of course, it's a self-regulating environment because you rate the driver and the driver rates you. Right? The billing is automatic. Lots of things happen that wouldn't perhaps otherwise happen if you're struggling to flag down a taxi. And of course, systems of insight. And this is where, in the long term, this is really where a huge percentage of information technology investment is going to go. Because all of us would like to be more predictive around the future. We'd like to be able to assimilate everything that's happened around whatever the task, the activity is, curate data, analyze data, understand what the data means, and then put it to effective use. I want to make a decision now. You know, I want to make a decision that is forward-looking. I want to get out in front of trends, directions, and changes. I'm looking for systems that give me insight so I can make better, more informed decisions, because better, more informed decision-making is all about making money. And so these three bubbles, systems of record, classical infrastructure environment, systems of engagement, and systems of insight, you know, are ways in which to kind of organize the thought process around the kinds of applications, the kinds of services that we're delivering together to our customers. And you'll notice these things overlap each other because, in fact, often systems of engagement want to reach back into systems of record. You know, one of the fastest drivers, biggest drivers of mainframe capacity consumption these days is direct connection of mobile devices into mainframe-based systems. Mainframe-based systems, classical systems of record environment, not necessarily where you begin thinking about your next system of engagement, and yet all the data is sitting there. So why not make it directly accessible? And there's nothing about the mainframe that is fundamentally any different than any other computer, you know, other than reliability, availability, scalability, you know, et cetera. But the data is sitting there. Why not direct access? It's systems of engagement connecting to systems of record. You know, and the extraction of information from those systems that create more insight. I want my system of record data. I want engagement data. Maybe I want sentiment data. I want structured and unstructured data. Bring it all together to develop better insights and better decision making. So these three things do fit together. There are aspects of overlap. And all three represent significant opportunity for all of us. And it applies to everybody in this room. It doesn't matter how large a business you are running. Our model is to open the aperture for you to engage with our technology, with customers, regardless of the size of customer, where the customer is. It's leveraging of your skills and your talent in order to bring value to customers of all sizes. You know, we view ourselves as co-participants in this market. You know, not divided by the characteristics of the size of your business or the size of the client that's being served, but rather delineated by the value that we're able to bring together, you know, which is knowledge, insight, and the application of technology to a client within an industry. So some examples, just from this past year, of things that some of you in the room have done. And in each case, these are not particularly large companies, business partner-wise. Obviously, Ricoh is a pretty large company. And a good example of an approach to dealing with managing devices, connecting to devices, a little bit of Internet of Things, you know, certainly a little bit around cloud and mobile integration, you know, brought together around a concept, you know, associated with doing a better job of managing Ricoh devices, leveraging IBM technology with a large company and being delivered by a business partner. Another example with Trident Marketing. And again, analytics, right? How to become more predictive, understand what's happening, understand marketing data, payment data, being able to leverage big data technology and deliver more analysis, more insight, and more prediction. And again, modest-sized business partner, Fuzzy Logic, out of North Carolina. Another example, Point Source, e-commerce capabilities with H.H. Gregg, focused on electronic storefront, payments information, understanding better what is going on with customer, delivering mobile-based applications. Businesses all over the planet are trying to extend and create greater engagement, more real-time engagement by leveraging mobile devices. And the opportunity for all of you is just tremendous in doing mobile enablement for businesses around the globe. Example in Europe and in healthcare. And again, the application of technology to provide better information, better consultative capability, greater quality of service, more consistency, the application of technology. It's not about the brand name of the product, it's the applied use of the technology in the context of the industry. What are healthcare organizations looking for in terms of patient engagement, patient information, and patient satisfaction together with reducing cost? It's about the solution, not just about the technology. And finally, an example in India, here, in this case, endpoint management and security, enormous opportunity, tremendous growth in the marketplace. Everybody, who's dealing with issues around devices, connected devices in today's world has become extremely sensitive to these issues of security, endpoint management, patching, device identification, authentication, and information separation on the device. All these represent significant opportunities across any size business, anywhere in the globe. Consistent set of challenges. So the initiatives that we are running against are absolutely consistent with what you've heard from us in recent years. As Mark says, it is a drive clearly towards value. We believe that what our clients are looking for is value. What they love the most when they engage with IBM or with an IBM partner is they love getting access to people who know their industry, can bring insight and knowledge around that industry to bear, and then also understand how the technology is used to solve the business problem. When they get access to those kinds of resources, they're incredibly excited. And we know that many of you can deliver that at a level of excellence that clearly is second to none. You do it every bit as well as your IBM colleagues, and frankly, from my perspective, in some cases, you do it better than the IBM colleagues. We need you as part of that value delivery model. There is no way, given the thousands and thousands of locations and hundreds of thousands of businesses, that we want to touch, that we can get there any other way than with an ever-growing, vibrant, and skilled network of partners. And it touches on our systems business, the solutions orientation that we're increasingly taking with our portfolio, and of course cloud as a way to implement and deploy and deliver and provide this rapid, agile, and highly flexible infrastructure to deliver next-generation solutions. As Mark pointed out, we are sustaining what it is that we have been doing. We're not changing our programs, save for making them better. So we're not taking anything away. We are hyper-focused on your ability to make money. If you make money, we make money. We want the IBM programs to be the best in the industry, the highest margin, and the ones that not only helping you be successful, but frankly enticing other partners from around the world to rethink what their relationships are and come and join the fold. As Mark pointed out, we have more partners here this year than last year. We have more partners in the program this year than last year. We have more certifications this year than last year. And I hope as we get to 2016, it's going to be even higher. So, we are dedicated to your success. Together, we're going to be successful in the marketplace. I can't thank you enough for your hard work and your loyalty, especially for so many of you that have been with us for years and years and years and helped us evolve to the point we're at. From my perspective, you ain't seen nothing yet. Thank you.